Hello and welcome back to another video. And game week 13 is finally over. Yes, it's finally over. Thank God for that. That was absolutely shocking. I absolutely hated that. I was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Never take Haaland off as captain. Never do that ever again. And Liverpool, what are you doing? What is going on? Because something ain't right there. That was terrible. Anyway, let's try and forget about 13. And now let's move on to 14. And let's look at some transfers that we could probably make and put into our team. Right, as you can see there, the first person I've got is Anthony in Man United. Now he's 7.6 million, so there's a lot of players around his price that you could easily take them out and put them in. For example, like a Zaha or maybe a Bowen, two guys who blanked for me just recently. He's only 10% owned, and if you watched him against Chelsea, he didn't have the best of games to be honest. But in that first half, right at the end, he should have scored. He had a great opportunity, just happened to slice it, which is unfortunate. He was on his weaker foot, but he still got a pretty decent right foot. But yeah, he should have scored that goal, but he didn't. Anyway, he's got West Ham at home next game. I think United will do well in this game. I think Anthony could do alright in this game. He's one of Ten Hag's favourite players. He brought him in, obviously, so he's going to start in all of these games. And next, he's got Villa away. Now I've got mixed feelings about Villa. Obviously, they've sacked Gerrard, understandably. They've just battered Brentford 4-0. What they're gonna be like? Who's gonna be the manager by that point? It looks like it's gonna be Emre. So we'll see how that goes. Just don't know really, do we? So Villa, we're not sure about, but we'll see. I still think United can beat them, to be honest. I think they've got a better squad, but we'll see. And finally, their last game is Fulham away. Fulham concede a lot of chances. They are playing well this season, but they concede a lot of chances. And I think Man United definitely will score in this game. I've probably jinxed them now, but you never know. I think Manchester United have a good chance to score in that game. So this is why I think you should probably consider putting Anthony into your team. I know I'm thinking about it. So yeah, this next one makes zero sense to be honest. Son's been playing awful this season. Yes, he scored that hat trick against Leicester, but that's all he's done, isn't it, this season? He's been terrible. Spurs attacking has been terrible. I wouldn't be surprised if Conte gets a sack during the World Cup, if I'm being honest. But you're thinking, why put him in then? Why is he there? Well, you might be stupid like me and have Mo Salah on your team. You might think, sod this now. I've had enough of him. Let's get rid of him. Who can I put in there? Well, Son might be a decent shout. I mean, it seems crazy saying it still, but Bournemouth away, it's not the worst fixture. I mean, in terms of away fixtures, you'd say it's probably one of the best away fixtures you can have. Then they've got Liverpool at home. That looks hard, but let's face it, Liverpool are shocking, and they play at a high line, so Spurs might be able to run behind them. And Son's pretty fast, and yeah, I think that will be a good fixture for him. And then Leeds at home. Leeds are going down from the looks of it. I mean, not literally getting relegated, but they're in a bad bit of form right now, and I think they need this World Cup to happen quickly because it doesn't look good for them. Jesse March, he seems to be running out of ideas right now. So and it's at home, so it's a good fixture for Son. Maybe he could be the right guy for the next three games. You never know. It's a punt. It's different to everybody else is thinking. So yeah, this is why I think maybe we should probably consider putting Son into our team. Miguel Almiron. This little guy you cannot ignore any longer. I know I've ignored him, and I'm a stupid, stupid person for doing so. Because I had Joe Linton in my team for about 3 weeks, and he cost more than Almiron. And Almiron is only 5.4 million. Not to mention he's the second most points midfielder so far this season, and he's only 5.4 million. That is insane. He's been a little wizard this season. He scored 6 goals so far, no assists, which clearly tells you when he gets in front of goal, he doesn't even think about passing. He's taking those shots and he's scoring goals right now. So the form he's in at the minute, I can see him scoring in these next 3 games. Aston Villa at home, you're thinking Aston Villa have just sat their manager. Could be a tough game because they've won 4-0 now against Brentford. But this is at St James's Park and they're going to be bouncing. So I can see maybe 2-3 goals to Newcastle in this game because they're in that kind of form. Then it's Southampton away. Southampton are not playing great this season. Newcastle, I think they can definitely get a clean sheet in this game. Maybe a tighter game, 1-0, 2-0 maybe. But yeah, I think Newcastle will be good in that game. And then finally, Chelsea at home. So far this season, what against the Big Six, they've won 1, drawn 2, lost 1. They're doing well against the top six. They're doing really well, and I think at home to Chelsea, at least they'll get a point. But they could easily do Chelsea here, the way Newcastle are playing right now. So stop ignoring Almiron. Get him in your team. Now for the fun part, where we look at players to take out of our teams for them only to make us look like idiots by scoring in these next 3 games. So my first guy, as you can see, is James Madison. Now I did actually put him in here before the Wolves game, and he scores. So he's already made it harder for me to tell you why he should come out. But I'm going to say anyway the reasons why are because he's got Man City at home next game. That's the toughest game on the fixture list. I mean, you could say Man City away is, but you know what I mean. Man City are the toughest team. And I can't see Leicester doing really well. I mean, I did think that they might score, but I'm leaning towards, I reckon Leicester could blank in this game week. So that's one reason. Everton away. Everton, their defence isn't too bad to be fair, and it's away. So that's another tough game. And then you got away to West Ham, who are also a tough team to break down. 3 tough games for Leicester, and when you look at Madison's price, he's 8.2 million. And like I said before, Almiron's 5.4 million. He's got good fixtures. Anthony 7.6 million, I think he is, and he's got better fixtures. So this is why I think maybe now is the time to take out Madison, because these fixtures are not going to get any better for him. And when you got players around him the same price with good fixtures, now's the time really. You got to take Madison out. Well, next we've got Sterling, another midfielder. So just to do a spoiler alert, all 3 of these are going to be midfielders. This is solely because there's so many good fixtures for other midfielders that I think you should consider bringing in. And with the defences leaking goals at the minute, yeah, this is why I got midfielders in all 3 to get rid of. So yeah, Sterling's my next option to take out. This is, I mean, look, he's almost 10 million, right? He's not playing 90 minutes all the time now, and he's not. I think he's got like 3 goals this season. It's not really good enough for the price you get in. And look at these 3 fixtures, man. You got Brighton away next game. We all don't know because they've got a new manager how good Brighton are going to be, but so far they're doing all right still. So that's going to be a tough game. Arsenal at home. Arsenal are in great form. I mean, yes, they've just drew to Southampton. That came out of nowhere. But I mean, they should have had a penalty. Don't know what was going on there with the refereeing. Shot inconsistency. But yeah, I don't think they're going to do well against Arsenal. And then Newcastle away, like I said before, I think Newcastle can get something in this game. And I can see Sterling blanking in all 3 of these games. So really, there's no reason for you to keep Sterling right now. And like I said before, there's other players, even at cheaper prices, who've got so many better fixtures than Sterling. So right now, get Sterling out of your team and bring some of them players in instead. And finally, oh how the mighty have fallen, Mo Salah. I mean, it was only the other week where I said bring him in now. They've got great fixtures. Well, now I'm considering taking him out. This is 100% a knee-jerk reaction because I'm still angry at how he played against Forest and how Liverpool played against Forest. How did they not score 1 goal? I don't get it. I don't understand. Yes, they've got a couple of injuries, but Mo Salah should be scoring against Forest. Don't know what's going on. He's got 3 goals all season. Yes, he's got 4 assists, but you bring Mo Salah in to score goals, not to get assists, score goals. 3 goals, that's it. We're on game week 14 now. I'm telling you now, if he does not score, I don't care about assists, if he does not score against Leeds at home at Anfield, he's 110% out of my team for 15 against Spurs. 110% he's gone. I don't want him. I don't care about Southampton at home at this point. It will be gone by that point. I did say if he's going to price drop by the Leeds game, it will be out of my team. But he hasn't, so this is why he's staying in my team for now. But Liverpool are playing shocking at the minute, and they're putting Salah so far out wide. It's just not working, man. We'll see after the World Cup, see how he gets on, but yeah, I'm not liking Salah right now. And there you go. Those are my transfer targets, or tips, or whatever you want to call them, for game week 14. Hopefully this week it turns out a lot better than it did last week. Although I did get the Calvin Lewin one right, if you watched that video. I mean, nobody really did, but I said last week, put Calvin Lewin in your team and he bags. So yeah, there we have it. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.